principal of this very prestigious college, Dr. Manish from HPU. And if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Anupama.
Yes.
Yeah, she is well known to me. Earlier she was at CSKH Palanpur in some projects. All the faculty members and particularly all participants and dear students. Particularly, this is today is a very special day for me, and this is my first visit to this particular prestigious college. And I appreciate and congratulate the organizers, particularly Principal Saab and his team, for this very need-based conference, international conference, that is the current advances in basic and social sciences issues and challenges. This is really a very need-based topic. If I'm not mistaken, I think when we talk about the basic science, as you know that basic science is a fundamental science or pure science as we used to call it. And I used to say it is a mother of all the sciences. Because anything which is the output of the basic sciences, that is the input to the other applied sciences. Anything which originate, which come out from the basic sciences, that serves as a food to the other developmental activities, other applied sciences. And that outcome of that applied sciences that go to the, in the terms of technology and to the society itself. We think about this, we see that there is a development of invention of the computer. We know it. And this computer has revolutionized the world through the world. We can't think anything, we can't imagine the things to be happen in our day-to-day life without the computer. So basically, although it was invented, as you know that, but the food to this invention that come from the mathematics, again from the basic science. We have so many applied sciences in today's life. Yeah, I'm an agriculture scientist. We talk about the agriculture sciences, production, protection, everything, feeding the nation, feeding the world. But when we talk about the agriculture sciences, yes, our research that definitely that depends upon the basic sciences. If we don't have a sufficient knowledge of all the principles and practices of the basic sciences like physiology, chemistry, biochemistry, effect of agrochemicals, effect of the different nutrient management practices of the growth and behavior of the plant, it will not be possible for us as agriculture scientists to come out with the recommendation and to meet out the requirement of the ever increasing this human population in terms of food grains and other commodities. If we talk about the space science, definitely we are reaching to the moon, we are reaching to the Mars. Yes, that is the development of our space sciences. But again, from where the food to the space science come, that come from the basic science, the principle of mathematics and the physics and so on and so. We are talking about very good human, this life to the all the people, health system, very good. This human, medical facilities to all of us. All the research, particularly, as I think that that comes from the labs in terms of the basic medicines, advanced medicines, anything life support system to the human being, again, that comes from the basic sciences, the knowledge of the chemistry, physiology, human physiology, and biochemistry. So anything which talk about the applied sciences, when it is engineering, anything in today's life, we can't imagine our day-to-day activities in the absence of the engineering. We talk about the phone, we talk about the computer, we talk about the household appliances, everywhere engineering is there, electronics are there. So again, the input to all the inputs, this research in the engineering, that comes from the food, to all this research that comes from the basic sciences itself. So definitely, we think about that, what is the now, this particular channel, basic science, and output of basic science is an input to the applied sciences. And these applied sciences lead to the development of different technological interventions. As the themes indicate, Ultimately, after the development of technology or different interventions, they go to the society, and this all interventions or technology in the society that leads to the development in the society or in the community. So all the developments in the society, they are the center point for the social sciences. Because what is happening by virtue of the developmental activity in the society, what is the effect of all those technical interventions which are coming from the basic science and applied sciences. Now the effect of all those technical interventions on the development of the society and ultimately our life system, our behavior, that has to be taken care by the social sciences. Whether it is in terms of the development in terms of politically, economically, socially, psychologically. So all these things are very correlated. We can't ignore the one science and the other science, because basic science, applied science, technology, development, and ultimately effect of all these development on the human behavior as well as the society itself. So all these things are very interwoven. So this is a very pertinent topic which has been taken for this keeping in view the present scenario in our society, in our country, or in the national and international level. This is a very pertinent topic which has been chosen for these discussions by the organizers. And as you know that what is development? In my perception, development is a situation when we are able to give the basic good life and facility to the everyone in the society, and where we achieve the target of happiness, harmony, and satisfaction. But I think you will agree with me that in present context, are we able to maintain all these happiness, harmony, and this satisfaction in our life? I was going to some of these newspapers. If we see the World Happiness Index 2024, the situation of our country is not very comfortable. Almost India, out of the 143 countries in which the survey was conducted for the happiness index, we are at 126 numbers, and much below as compared to our neighboring countries also. Small countries like Finland, they are holding the top position since last 5, 6, 7 years. So what are the reasons? Although we time and again we see that a lot of development is happening, we are a developing country, we will reach to this level, time and again we say that like that. But are we happy? Are we satisfied? Here comes the role of our social sciences now. Now even we have a lot of gadgets with us. We have got of financially we are very sound. We have a lot of mobile phones. We have very good this TV facilities are there. Social media is there. Net facility is there. Everyone, car facility is there. Everywhere. But what about our level of satisfaction and happiness? That is most important. Earlier, if we see, we have our this joint families. Simultaneously, with the advancement and so-called development, from joint family we move to the nuclear families. And if I am not mistaken, even within the nuclear families, I must say, now within nuclear family, within the nucleus, we have another nucleus. Because within the family, even I am not aware what my son or daughter is doing within the family. They are going, they're independent at their own. We are working independently at our own. And forget about the neighbors, forget about the relatives. So we are coming down and down as far as the family level is concerned. So nucleus, within the nucleus, and this is not a very desirable situation. So now here comes the role of the social sciences. More precisely, what are the factors by virtue of which we are reaching to such type of situations? That is the role of our social sciences, whether it is sociology, it is economic sciences, or psychology, anything. Why we are reaching here? And now here comes the that we have to develop a strong correlations among the all basic sciences, applied sciences, and the social sciences. This is the need of the hours. As researchers, as a young mind, we have to think now on these lines. For example, if anything which is not desirable in the society that is happening in our family, in our community, what are the developmental activity because of the science that happens, and by virtue of that this situation rises? Why it happens? Why it is happening? That is our social scientist, it is our duty now. Why it is happening? And simultaneously, if you see the backward linkage, as a social scientist, just to keep my family, just to keep my society, just to keep my community happy, satisfied, contented, what do we need from the applied and basic sciences? So this is a two-way process, backward and forward linkage, just to maintain and come out at the conclusions where we have to move ahead and where we have to reach at a particular point where everyone is satisfied, every society is developed, but that society, that family, that community, that nation, that is fully happy, that is fully satisfied, and we are living in a harmony. And this, any situations where we are not satisfied, we are not happy, that is diverting our society into the scenario where it is not desirable. Particularly our youth. All you know, I need not to mention here. So we are moving in the directions where it is not desirable. So again here, all the social scientists, it is their duty, why it is happening. And just to curb this practice, what sort of interventions we require from the other sciences, allied sciences, applied sciences, or basic sciences. So we have to come out with a conclusion, come out with ideas where we have to, how we have to move move ahead, just to reach, just to develop a society which is full of satisfactions. So this is a backward and forward linkage that is more important in the present scenario. And particularly, I am very happy to see that this is particularly house is full of youth. This is future generations as the future of this country is concerned. At most of the platform with the youth, I used to narrate three points, which I will also share with you. Whenever in your life you have to set a goal, what I have to do, what we have to do. That is the most important. In which directions I have to move, what I have to attain, I have to set a target and goal for that. And second one, after setting the goal, you have to plan. There should be a very solid plans with yourself that how we have to achieve that particular goal or target. And after you have planned, the plan, what are the requirement, resources required just to fulfill that, to achieve that target. But the last and the most important, if we have target in our mind, we have planned to achieve that, we have all the resources available with us, but it is the environment which is the most important working environment just to execute our plans and achieve the target. That is the most important environment. And who is responsible for the creation of the environment at a working place or in the society? It is ourselves, myself, it is me. Because any environment surrounding to me, it is to be created by myself, not by the others. And this working environment, which is desirable, which is favorable, that comes from the discipline. And discipline comes from the self-discipline. And what is self-discipline? Self-discipline is a situation where we are able to differentiate between the good and bads. That is the self-discipline. So ultimately, if you as a young, as a future of this country, you maintain the self-discipline, then means you have created an environment which is favorable for the growth and development of the nation. you are able to attain the goals which you have prescribed, which you have set in your life. And when you live a self-disciplined life, definitely when you are able to differentiate between the good and bad, you will inculcate all those traits and properties and qualities which are desirable. And inculcation of the desirable properties and qualities in our system, that is the development of the character. That is your character. Character is all those things which we carry in ourselves. And outer reflection of character by virtue of your activities, that is your personality in the society. So anyone leading a self-disciplined life, inculcating good characteristics, definitely he or she will get a positive or very good personality in the society, which is desirable as far as the growth and development of the community, personal growth is concerned, growth and development of the family is concerned, society is concerned, and nation is concerned. So this was a little bit from my side, but 1, 2, 3 points, I think I will not take much time. One thing that is my perception, that is issues and challenges in present context. I will rate very few 1, 2 points here. Although in present context, if we talk, I am seeing in our situation in institutions also. As I was sharing that we have some ideas, we have some plans, we would like to execute any idea or project, but sometimes at most of the platforms now it is mentioned that financial lack of financial supports may be the one reason we are not getting so many projects as far as the different programs are concerned. But no, here now it is the time. It is not that, although that financial crunch may be there, but now it is time for the individual to prove ourselves, and any individual to prove their worth, that my proposal is best and better as compared to the others. Now this is our competitive era, competitive time. This is not like that any proposal which you submit to a different fund agency and we got the funds. No, it is not like that. Now every proposal, there is no dearth of money with the government as well as the private sectors or different industries. There are so many players, they used to sponsor different programs, sponsor different projects. But one thing, why my proposal, my project, my idea is best as compared to the others. And secondly, input, output, that is the best. If I am spending 1,000 rupees, 1 rupees, how much I will get? What will I get out of that particular project, investment of that money? That is the most important. So as a young professionals, if you wish to go for some funding, some programs, these two things to be kept in mind. Always my project proposal is best as compared to other. It has overheads because of these reasons. That should be very clear as compared to other. Second one is, I must not say here, but very in the lighter side, sometimes at most of the papers I used to be, I have very near about 35 year experience. Sometimes whatsoever findings, we come out with our findings from different programs, research labs everywhere on the field itself. Our results, our findings, they fail to repeat themselves at different platforms. That means we have to be very honest as far as our findings are concerned, our research programs are concerned. So our findings are such output that should be very, very clear and without any biasness. And third one is, where we Indian generally lacks, most of the Indians, we hesitate to publish our findings or such outcomes in very these publications of national or international repute. So publications, to how to publish, that is the most important. How to interpret our data, how to interpret our outcomes, that is the most important. If you have to come out with a very good publications in the publications or in the journals or in the books of the national and international reputes, so that your findings, your output, that get a wider publicity throughout the world. That is the most important. So I will not take much time, but I think I wish this two-day international conference will be a great success. There is a lot of these positive deliberations will be there, and in the end, I think we will come out with good this recommendations. Although generally in most of the conferences and symposium I used to see that we come out with the recommendation after each sessions. This was the session 1, technical session 1, and these were the recommendations, these were the findings or reported or this given by the different elite speakers, learned speakers.